So let's get the show on the road. So I've done my brows. I did that off camera. And I actually used a different brow pencil this time. I used the Benefit, what's this one? Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in shade what? In shade 5. And I actually like it. I like the color. And I like how easy it is to use, so I'll probably be using this a little bit more. I'm trying to use stuff in my collection, guys. Like, I hoard. in case it hasn't been realized, I'm a bit of a hoarder. Right, so what do I want to do first? Do I want to do my base first or do my eyes first? I really want to go for like a simple-ish, but fall inspired, really sultry, dark. That's not simple, is it? What is wrong with me? Cut. Right, so let's get the show on the road. So I want to do something dark and sultry on my eyes. So I probably should do that first before my base, because we're going to be testing out the Revolution Pro CC foundation, CC Perfecting Foundation. I know I'm late, super duper late, but better late than never, I say. Also got the Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer to test out. So we're gonna have a really nice Revolution Pro type of day today. So for my eyes, the two eyeshadow palettes I think I'm going to be reaching into are this one is the Bronzed Glow, and these are the Color Focus shadow palettes. They're so pretty. I've got a couple other ones in my collection, but this is the Bronzed Glow one. Look at those colors. Stunning! And then this one is Nude on Nude. Very beautiful. They're both really, really good fall inspired types of eyeshadow palettes, to be honest. So it's going to be really interesting. So in true Media J style, I am going to do one eye off camera. Oh yeah. And be right back to do the other eye on camera. Oh yeah. Be right back. So this is what I came up with. So let's start off with the other eye. I'm going to use the Plouise base in black, and this is the Badda black base. So you guys don't see me use this often. But yeah. A nice black base to kick it all off. Alright. So I'm just putting it at the back of my hand and then using my brush to pick it up, and I'm just gently applying it to my lid. I'm not taking it all the way up because we are going to blend the edges before we start blending in the shades. Okay. Now I'm just taking a blending brush. This is the one I use for this eye, that's why it's a bit black. And I'm just going to start gently blending the edge of the base so that it's faded. Again, I'm not taking it all the way up. I'm just gently blending it in place. Alright, like that. And now I'm going to start blending in my shade. So the first shade that I'm going to go into is from the Nude on Nude palette. And I'm going to be using this shade, this brown shade here. I'm just going to use the same brush I used on the other side. And I'm just going to gently start blending it on top of the edge of the black base. I'm taking it all the way in. And I'm not putting any pressure, I'm just gently blending that in place. Next I'm going to go into the Bronzed Glow palette, and I'm going to use this shade. I do have shade names on these palettes, but anyway. I'm gonna use this shade to blend out the edge of the brown. And I'm using a more precise brush to do this. So I don't want it going everywhere for now. I just want to precisely blend out the edge, like so.
Crawling out of some hole when the sunrise, black dress, head's cracked and you're dead-eyed. Couldn't look more like you.
Next, I'm going to apply my lid color before I darken the crease up a little bit. So for my lid color, I'm using the Bronze Glow palette and I'm using this dark brown shade. And I'm just applying it to my lid with a nice fluffy blending brush. This application, I just want it grungy, not too precise, just really dark, sultry type of eyes. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yes. Once that's blended in, I'm going to go back into the same palette and I'm going to use a tiny bit, and a really tiny bit of the black, just to deepen the crease up a little bit. Now with a fluffier blending brush, I'm going to go back into that orange tan color, and I'm just going to blend everything out and just make sure that there are no harsh lines. So I'm using the Morphe E27 brush, starting from the inner corner, and I'm just blending right now. Just making sure that there are no harsh lines, like on this side you can't see any. It's just nicely blended. Now you can choose to leave it here, apply your lashes and you're good, but I wanted a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to go in with this liquid eyeshadow from Pixibeauty, and this is the Pixie and Maryam Maquillage collaboration. I don't normally use liquid like eyeshadows or stuff. I'm always scared of them, but I've been seeing a lot of people use them and I'm quite intrigued, so I'm just going to apply it sporadically on my eye, and then I'm going to take a brush and I'm really going to just stamp it in place because I don't want the edges to be harsh or anything. Just really blend that in to the eye. I just love the shift, it's just so pretty. So this is what we've got, and I really like it. It's very sultry, very fall ready. Right, so that's that for the eyes. So now let's move on to the face before we finish the eyes. So I got 2 shades of the CC Cream Perfecting Foundation. It's got SPF 30. It says it's moisturizing. It says it's a moisturizing rich foundation which contains hyaluronic acid, collagen and antioxidants. I'm going to look on the website to see if it says anything else. On the back of the packaging it says it's full coverage, moisture rich CC foundation, highly pigmented yet light moisturizing foundation, enriched with hyaluronic acid, collagen and antioxidants. Now I wasn't sure what shade I am, so I picked up F13. F13 is a shade that I normally am in the Conceal and Define foundation, but then F14.5, 14.7 is the shade I usually am in the XX Revolution, so I wasn't sure which one I would be, so I picked 2 shades. Alright, so I'm just reading on the website. This foundation range is only available in 20 shades. No wonder it was difficult for me to match myself. The 2 shades that I picked, F13 is described as medium to dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. 14.7 is dark skin tones with a golden undertone, and there is no shade in between. It's 13 and then 14.5 and then 16. So there are a few shade jumps. Again, it says contains hyaluronic acid and collagen. This multitasking foundation will protect the skin whilst evening out the skin tone with the infusion of antioxidants vitamin E that helps to reduce any redness. Plus, the formula will work to diffuse the appearance of wrinkles whilst offering long-lasting coverage that doesn't feel cakey. So, full coverage, lightweight, fuss-free applicator, SPF 30, buildable coverage, contains hyaluronic acid, perfect for dry to combination skin. So I've got combination skin. Yeah, it all sounds like a dream. It's a full coverage lightweight foundation that has hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is hydrating, so I think I want to keep my skin feeling hydrated. I ain't going nowhere anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it not lasting long. So for that, or actually, do I want to mattify? So I've decided to go with a mattifying primer, because really, if I was going to go out in the elements and I had a hydrating foundation, I would use a mattifying primer, because I've got combination to oily, but I always say I'm more oily than I am combination. I only ever get dry underneath my eyes. Everywhere else is an oily mess. So let me apply the Revolution Conceal and Fix Mattifying Primer. Gonna apply that all over my face first. Let that sit, and then I'm gonna try and shade match myself. This is what the packaging looks like, and I actually quite like it. So tube packaging, and you've got a pump applicator, which means I can probably cut into that if I'm nearing the end of the foundation. So I do like the tube applicator. You get 26 ml of product, which is smaller than a few other foundations. Most of them are about 30 ml. The Conceal and Define foundation is 23 ml of product. Interesting. So you get more in this one than in this one. I guess because of the applicator, it takes up a lot of space in there. But anyway, you get 26 ml of product, 12 months from when you open before it expires. Give it a shake, see what it looks like. Come on. Okay, so this is 13. And that's what 13 looks like. 13 looks like it would be a good match. I'm almost tempted not to open 14.7. So let's not do that, because I might be able to give that to somebody else. So let's just go ahead and use 13. See how it applies. I know some people don't like it when you apply foundation like this, but honestly, it's just force of habit. Just pumping it straight onto my face. So let's go. Alright, so this is the foundation blended out. I actually think that I look a bit pasty, so I am just going to swatch 14.7. I didn't want to have to open it. I thought I could give it away, but I think I could go a little warmer. This is very neutral, and so it matches exactly what they say on the website, which is for neutral undertone. So 14.7 has a golden undertone. It's just would probably be darker. Yeah, it's what I thought, it would be darker. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is mix the two. So I've applied 13 on my face, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of the 14.7 on my face, see if it changes up the undertone. With the layer of foundation that I've applied, I can still see quite a bit of imperfections, especially around here. You can see my darkness coming through, so I'm not really seeing the full coverage yet. I guess it's a foundation that you can definitely layer, so let's go ahead, layer, and see if it makes a difference. I actually just noticed that it doesn't say the shade name on the actual packaging. It does not. It doesn't. Very weird. So you don't have the shade name on the packaging, which means I could easily mix these up. Yeah, no shade name on the packet. That's bizarre to me. Okay. Yeah, that's bizarre. I take that back. The shade name is actually on the top of the cap, but I mean, seriously, still, it needs to be on the body. I could lose this. I'm just, yeah, anyway. So this is 14.7 applied, so definitely think that a mixture of both shades will do me some good. I think the undertone for 14.7 is great, but it's just a tad darker, so 13 mixed in is just perfect. So applying another layer has given me a fuller looking coverage, so I'm not mad at it. Absolutely love it right now, and it does feel really light. I just hope that it dries down. I hope it dries down a little more than this, because I look wet and I've used a sponge. Right. Also want to say, some of you come at me with my neck being darker. Yes, I suffered from hyperpigmentation after I had my son, and my entire neck was 3 times darker than this, and it's lightened up over the years, so please free my neck, okay? It's not every time that I feel like putting foundation on my neck, and I shouldn't have to, okay? Just free the neck. Free the neck. Anyway, so I'm going to apply my concealer. I also picked up the Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer. This one also contains hyaluronic acid, collagen, antioxidants, and I got this in C12.2. Ultimate Coverage Waterproof Concealer with hyaluronic and collagen. Let's see how many shades it comes in. So according to the website, this concealer comes in 16 shades. So revolution. We need an expansion. And crease proof, yeah, waterproof and stretchable. Concealer moves with your face for the ultimate coverage while still looking normal. Hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, peptides to care for skin. Pro tip, warm the product on the back of your hand before applying for a more seamless blend. Remember, use sparingly as a little goes a long way. Okay, is it me or is this foundation oxidizing? Like, am I turning darker and orange as I'm sitting here, or am I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment box. But I think I am definitely getting darker and orange. This is the packaging for the concealer. Comes in this cute little thing, so yeah, a little would go a long way. These types of concealers are normally thick in my opinion, so let's see. Yeah, she's a thickums. Look at that, very thick. So just apply a little bit the back of my hand, and the shade that I got, C12. See, the name is printed on this one, which is I mean, why couldn't they just print the name on? Let's just stop. Anyway, so the shade that I picked up, which is C12.2, is for medium dark skin tones with olive undertones. The shade after that is for dark skin tones with orange undertone. Who has an orange undertone? Anyway, okay, so warm the product to the back of your hand. It is very thick, guys. Very, very thick concealer. Very, very thick. So, ooh, but the coverage. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Wow. Excuse me. Revolution. Whose edges are you coming for? Hello? Oh my god. Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this coverage? Are you seeing this coverage, right? Like, this is amazing. So let me apply this and set it, and I'll be right back, because this is what? Yo, this base is fire. Yo, yes. Look at it. Look at it. The concealer, look at it. Anyway, let's save this to the end. Okay, so for my bronzer, you guys know it's gonna be the Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer in Enrobe. I love this guy. I'm even surprised I haven't even hit pan. To be honest, it's hard pressed, so hitting pan is gonna take me a long time, but I use this bronzer a lot, so I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna use it to contour and also to bronze ever so lightly. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, so yeah. I haven't got a blush from Revolution, I don't think, so I'm gonna use the XX Revolution blush in Jaded. Such a beautiful orange blush, and this guy is very pigmented, so I'm just gonna use a little bit. I applied my highlighter off camera because I don't have a Revolution Pro highlighter, so I just use just any highlighter from my collection, and it's actually the Uoma Beauty highlighter in Notting Hill, just in case if anybody was interested. Right, so for my eyes now, I'm going to apply a black liner to my waterline, and this is the Revlon So Fierce eyeliner in Midnight. What is this one? In Midnight Mystery. And what I'm doing is I'm applying it to my waterline, but I'm also bringing it down my lower lash line a little bit so that I can blend it out and make it smoky. Like so. And I'm going to take a really small detailed brush, and I'm going back into the bronze glow palette, and I'm going to be using that brown shade to blend out the eyeliner, and then I'm going to apply this shade into my tear duct area just to open up my eyes a little bit. You don't have to apply that highlighter shade into your tear duct area if you just want to keep it mysterious and smoky, but I just want to give my eye a little bit more lift. Right, so my lashes are on, and I just want to do my lip, so I'm going to use the KVD Everlasting lip liner in Crucifix. I used this in one of my recent videos, and somebody was asking me what color this was. It's the KVD lip liner in Crucifix, and then I'm going to use a Revolution Pro Hydra Matte liquid lipstick in De Luna, and it's a very beautiful shade. So Let's bring on the drama.
the life, the night. Crawling out of some hole when the sunrise. Black dress, head's cracked and you're dead-eyed. Couldn't look more like you need a ride. Fake it all, make it pop when you're not alone. But mask off, free talk when you get home. But the fast life calls back, so back you go. I don't wanna lose you to the night. 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 No, I don't wanna lose you to the night. No, I don't wanna lose you to the house, the drinks.
So this is the finished look, my loves. What do you think? I am living the full fantasy. So let's really run through the products that I tried for the first time today. So the two foundations, the CC Perfecting Foundations from Revolution Pro. I actually like the way it feels on the skin. It is buildable, so I give it that, and it does build up to a really nice coverage. The downside is the shade range. I think Revolution definitely needs to expand a little bit more in terms of the undertones, but 13 and 14.7 seem to work quite nicely for my skin tone. So I love the coverage, I love the finish of it, so I would definitely be using this. If you can get your exact match, then you're absolutely going to love this foundation. Plus it's so easy to store as it's a squeeze tube. It's not going to take up so much space in my collection, so I'm happy to have them. And then the concealer, which to me is the main attraction. This is the Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof concealer, and it is ultimate. It is full coverage, it is thick, so a little bit does go a long way, and definitely do warm it at the back of your hands like how they've instructed for you to get that beautiful coverage. But the minute I applied it, I was blown away. Absolutely love it. In terms of the shade range, again, Revolution Pro needs to expand the shade range, but I'm happy with the C12.2 because I normally use my concealer to also highlight underneath my eyes, and it did work with my setting powder quite nicely. So this is a good concealer and I'm so happy to have it. If you're able to get your hands on it and you don't mind a thick concealer, then definitely check it out. And the two eyeshadow palettes, because those are the first time these palettes, this was the first time I was actually using them. I absolutely love the consistency of these eyeshadow palettes from Revolution Pro. The color focus shadow palettes, the color story, the pigmentation, everything is always on point with this range of shadows. They have come out with several other color stories, so definitely check the Revolution website if you're looking for the blue, the purple. They do have more colors. I love the color story. I love how beautiful it is. Perfect for the season. Very versatile. Nice balance of matte and shimmer shades. And this one to me is very unique. I was expecting it to be more neutral as it's a nude on nude type of eyeshadow, but I love the undertones and I love the brown shades and the shimmer shades as well. Again, a very good balance. Packaging wise, nice and slim, easy to travel with, easy to have in your collection, easy to grab and use. So for both palettes, I absolutely love them. If you're looking for a full palette to add to your collection, definitely check this one out. If you're looking for a color story that is kind of exciting, I do love the purple kind of undertones and the berry undertones. I think this would actually work for fall as well. Some of the shades in this palette are so pretty, like that shade, that shade, that shade would that shade would definitely work for fall, autumn months. So if you're looking for extra eyeshadow palettes to put in your collection, definitely check out the Revolution Pro ones. They're really good quality, very pigmented, and value for money. And I think those were the only products that were new to me from Revolution Pro that I used today. You guys know how I feel about the bronzer. Absolutely love it. I absolutely love the Hydra Matte consistencies for the lipsticks. I think they're really nice. And yeah, that's it. Right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know in the comment box what you think about this look. Would you wear it for the autumn months? Would you wear it for fall? Let me know what you think in the comment box. Let me know if you've tried any of these Revolution Pro products and what your thoughts are. I'd like to definitely get your opinion, especially on that CC foundation. But one pet peeve, I've said it so many times in the video, Revolution Pro, you need to put the name of the shade on the actual tube and not on the cap, because I could easily lose this. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna lose this. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. Remember, God doesn't like ugly, and Black Lives Matter, and I will catch you guys in a future video.